In the years of the angry video game saga, one man has been beaten, one man has been abused, and one man's spirit has been crushed. But what lurks behind this face of sweet innocence? What monster grows behind the tortured soul of a man who wants more than to play video games? Stay tuned for an inside look at this hidden talent shunned by his superior best friend. Now, I'm not just trying to shit on Mike Matei. I actually like the angry video game nerd, and Mike's stuff is okay. Seems like a nice guy, but I just found what I'm about to talk about too funny, too hysterical not to share with you guys. So outlandish and baffling of all things, this shit right here, it's amazing it comes from Motherfucker Mike. So I don't want to ruin the surprise. I'll just tell you about the other ventures Mike Matei has been involved in. Now, for years, Mike Matei has been the right-hand man, partner, and possible lover of James Rolfe, aka the angry video game nerd. Some might remember him as the guy that gets the shit kicked out of him and shit on a constant basis by the nerd. Mike also does several Let's Plays on Cinemassacre. This motherfucker even punched out the never-before-beaten Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Pretty standard nerd stuff. But what you don't remember is when Mike tried to review shit himself. Not talking about those SNES, NES, Sega Top 10 Gems or whatever the fuck it was. I'm talking about projects like Elmo and Grouchland.
Hey, it's Mike. I'm here at James's place. I got this movie here, Elmo and Grouchland. I have never seen it before, even though it came out all the way back in 1999. But I just thought we'd check it out.
Elmo has an idea. Suck Elmo's dick. That's my idea. Don't you think that's a good idea, Zoe? Elmo never get there. Elmo can't do anything. Elmo sucks. Elmo's a piece of shit. Elmo has no self-confidence. Elmo's gonna fucking blow his fucking brains away with this gun.
Gordon and his wife. Imagine one day, like, I don't know, whatever, Cookie Monster's walking down the street and he looks in, like, their window on Sesame Street and, like, they're fucking each other. Or Gordon's eating her out. He's got his mustache and her pussy. Cookie Monster's looking in the window and Gordon's eating her pussy and Gordon's like, I'll show you how to eat a cookie. Ah! I do think there is a really good purpose why he wanted the blanket back. I think it's because the blanket is his cum rag.
Yeah, people didn't really like it. I wonder why. Mike even took it down for a while. And this is one of the few good copies I could find. The other one looked kind of like this. So I guess you could say he was a bit embarrassed by it. Mike didn't stop there, though. He also tried a more point-of-view approach with what's called
Minecraft.
Super original.
Oh, you think you can do better, huh? I have a robotic implant in my brain that lets me perform 12 quadrillion calculations per second. I could rewrite the entire game's code while helping Penny with her homework and cleaning up Brain's duty all at the same time.
Again, another video quickly removed by Cinemassacre. Some speculate, however, that these reviews were so good that the nerd went out of his way to sabotage the work himself, leaving nasty comment, dislike, and report by dozens of fake usernames, as Mike could never and would never be as good as James in his eyes or anyone else's as long as he got in his way. The nerd could never be toppled. James would forever keep Mike as his Let's Play sidekick. However, Mike did stand up to his best friend and suspected lover during the Cheetahmen II saga. Remember that really shitty game in the 52 shitty games that had a team of shitty mascots? Yeah, they wanted to make a sequel on it or fix it or something, I don't know. Well, they didn't. Well, okay, let me go back. They didn't want to.
Kickstarter project, Cheetahmen II, Play or Die.
This guy right here, Greg Popovich, Spovovich? This old-ass motherfucker right here.
It's Greg Pavich.
Not only did James and Mike get in on this money train for old Greg, but other YouTube viewers or celebrities or something whatever they do, did too. These two bums with a nice house and this guy seen here, why does he look familiar?
Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. Pete the Sega Saturn Sunday kid. Well, that's not his name. What? That's a shitty name. I'm gonna call him Pete. Fucking cooler anyways. So these guys ask random motherfuckers to send in their money to help fix Cheetahmen II and release it in its original glory, I guess. I don't know. Fucking cardboard case, comic, and all of that shit. Some felt like this was a bit of a ripoff, though. Like, why the fuck did this old fuck need $94,000 to give 1,000 people a hacked game slapped on a cheap-ass cart? And this is the crazy part. This is right after James Rolfe had just thanked everybody for donating to his movie, while some thought it went to his house instead, or most of it. So basically, they were afraid that the money didn't go to the movie. Oh boy, that's pretty shitty timing. Even Mike thought the whole thing was sketchy when he pitched about it in the comments.
I personally do not believe in this project. I don't understand why anyone would need $65,000 to make a hack game. Besides that, there's already a fixed version of the game floating around.
The video isn't even on the site anymore because of the shitstorm it caused for them. But people still like the Cheetahmen II package.
It was $60 well spent, regardless of what anybody says.
So, whatever. Some people didn't.
Yep, that's the game. And guess what? It's still broken.
Whatever. Despite the sexual jokes with the character that's supposed to be, wait, he's supposed to be how old? 3.5? Jesus Christ. Well, I'm sure Mike didn't know, but damn, that looks really fucking bad. It makes this seem...
Ultimate challenge? Elmo's got an ultimate challenge. Try to put Elmo's sticking balls in your mouth all at once. That's Elmo's challenge. Try and do it. Try and do it in under 10 seconds.
A little disturbing. A little fucked up, if you will. Anyways, between the asshole gadget and scam that's kind of a scam, kind of an overpriced game, this is nothing compared to Mike Matei's true passion. His own unapologetic work of art. A piece that makes Coon City, of all things, look PG. I give you Mike Matei's webcomic. Mike Matei's awful, terrible, super racist webcomic. The Loco Bandito. Now, this isn't funny just because it's racist. It's funny. It's actually not funny because of that at all. It's funny because it's like a little middle schooler's drawing. More provocative than funny. But you know he thinks it's hilarious. Probably the funniest thing on earth, and you just don't get it. Just take a look at this first comic. The setup is alright. 2 characters do cocaine. Both so horny they could fuck a bus. One does. And then take a look at the punchline. So what? He fucked the bus full of black people that had AIDS that somehow transferred it to the butch? That's too much fucking thinking for my racist joke. In these, either the setup doesn't match, or the punchline doesn't match, or vice versa, or just both don't make sense at all, or not funny in the least. Maybe I'm just taking it all too literally, though. Maybe it's hilarious if I don't think about it. Let's take a look at another one. The Loco Bandito in Sourceport, narrated by this guy. The Loco Bandito, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Holy shit. We're going to play Plinko. All you have to do is drop the chip, and where it lands is your big prize. Yeah, I know. Blink, blink, and blink. Oh, what a shame. It landed on 0. Sorry, you lose. What? Bullshit. Why don't you come up here and lick my hairy balls, you cheap-ass motherfucker? Now, did you get the joke? See the setup? The Bandito plays Plinko, and the punchline is he tells Drew Carey to lick his balls while calling him cheap. So many levels on that one. A regular Artie Johnson, this one. Next slide. Our lovable Bandito finds an old flipbook machine with naughty pictures. Jerks off. Ejaculates. And the janitor has to clean it up. You see, it's funny because he wasn't expecting to see that much jizz on a porno machine. The next one is a true masterpiece of comedic originality. You see, in this one, an Eskimo is homesick and just wants to eat some yummy fish. The Loco Bandito actually tries to help the Eskimo, taking him to his friend Morad. He explains his friend's hungry for fish, and the woman spreads her legs open and says, "Here, eat my pussy. It smells like fish." Because you see, pussy smells like fish when not cleaned properly. And here we finally have a winner. Not saying it should be made into a movie or anything, but it does offer a straight setup with an appropriate punchline that matches. Our beloved Loco Bandito is out to offend every race he can, pissing in a black person's mouth, shitting on an Asian guy's hat, ejaculating on a Middle Eastern dude's turban. Just when he thinks he's got every race, he realizes he forgot one. So to make all the races equal, he shits in his own face, yelling, "Speaks!" But the best out of all this is his response when asked about the artwork by a fan, saying, "I tried to get it published, but no one had the balls." So if you would like to publish the Loco Bandito and resurrect this grand masterpiece, then please contact @Matei on Twitter. Let's bring back this racist, drug-fueled Hispanic man ready to shit and piss on anyone in the country. I believe we can handle it. Don't you, America? And if that doesn't work out, rumor has it he has a 10-inch penis. So Mike, Vivid Entertainment's waiting for you, buddy.
Now that's what I call